Okay, this is me before episode 8 of The Penguin, as you know, the season finale. Now, I know it's Tuesday, and y'all have already chopped through every theory that there is, and you've seen how the season has ended. Now, I haven't watched it, and I wanted to add my 2 cents into the prediction pool before I went and watched the finale tonight. I know it's Tuesday, but be patient with me. If you'd rather just skip straight to my reaction, you can click the timestamp right here and see how I'm holding up. But if you'd like to see if I won the coin toss, let's stick around. Let's get into it. My question is, how is Oz going to betray Victor? He's literally the only person in the show that he hasn't crossed yet. Hi, I'm Chelsea Bites. You may know me as the PC enthusiast, but I'm also a DC fan too. I'm not gonna break down the Penguin, but I will talk about the events that lead up to this moment where I think Victor Aguilar is about to be betrayed by Oz in the season finale. Personally, I think Victor's time is up, but not the way that you think. The finale is leading up to Oz saving his mother. And from what we've seen, he's picked his mom every single time, even if that means lying to her. If you watch the trailer, the chaos clearly begins to spread. You actually see one of the gang leaders get offed in the trailer. But I've got my ideas for this later. I think that's more of a post-conflict part of the episode. I really think Oz is the one who's gonna put a hit out on all of the gang leaders. He's gonna betray the gangs as well at the end of this episode when he starts to get a footing, when he gets more power, inevitably, I feel, at the end of this episode. So, to continue, Sofia has Frances, but she hasn't killed her yet. And we all know that she wants Oz to feel some sort of real pain, which is why she hasn't strung his mother up through the streets yet. So what is the only thing that Sofia can do to hurt Oz? She could literally attack his mother's love. If we know anything, Oz does everything for his mom, and right now we see Dr. Rush literally doing his weird, strange therapy magic on Frances, which means he's probably pulling out all of those very important details. Sofia is probably going to have Oz expose his secret, which is that he killed his brothers. And he will literally lose his mother's affection, love. She's gonna hate him. She already treats him like crap. She already has justified every horrible thing that he's done. She's all behind the Penguin. But once she finds out that he could have helped his brothers, it's all over for him. I don't know how exactly it's going to tie Victor into it, but we also have to think about what Victor has left. Victor's lost his family. Victor is slowly losing his innocence. So what does Oz have that Victor needs right now? Trust. Victor trusts Oz. Victor feels like he has a special place with Oz. And the only way that Oz is gonna betray that, I feel, is he's gonna leave him in the dirt. Frances, she cuts off her only son, and then now we're stuck in this situation where Oz has nothing. He has nothing. And I really feel like this is where we're gonna get our hardened Penguin that we know, who doesn't care about anybody. He'll betray anyone, and that's Victor included. So there's gonna be a situation where some other entity, I don't know if Sofia's gonna make it out this season. I love her to bits and pieces. I don't think she's gonna make it. But since all of this crime, like literally, we just saw the streets blow up in Crown Point, maybe we actually get the cops in here and they actually do something and they start rounding everybody up. So someone, I know everybody's talking about Batman, someone's gonna come in and start rounding everybody up. And I think that's where Oz is going to betray Victor. He is gonna leave Victor to the cops, and he's gonna go to jail and take the fall for all of this, or be a part of that fallout. And yeah, Victor is not gonna trust Oz anymore. Victor is also gonna have a stake in the next season to take Oz down. It's gonna be a very tense relationship between them two, because I think on some secret side, Victor loved working for Oz, even though that went against his family morals and went against just about everything his family taught him to be. So in season 2, we're gonna see them, it's like replacing Sofia with an even greater betrayal. So I don't think Victor's gonna die this episode. I think Frances might die, but before she does, she's gonna learn the truth about Oz and what he did to his brothers. And I think Sofia's not making it either. Yeah, because I don't see Sofia making it out after this. I would love her to, but in order for Oz to take some form of power, he's already taken out my boy Maroni. He's taken out my boy Sal. And now he has to take out Sofia so he can take over all of the gangs, which we will see at the end. I think we'll see at the end he's taken out all the gang leaders too. So, yeah, I hope that was somewhat close. Yeah. Okay, so I got Mango over here, my cameraman, and my husband. You heard me talk, you heard me rant for a little bit. I just did a raw rant. I didn't really have too much structure to it. But what do you think? You got some edits before we watch the finale?
I think the gang leaders aren't going to get all rounded up. I think they're still going to be a thing, and they're going to use them in season 2.
See, that's my problem though. If you watch the trailer, I actually peeled through the trailer, and they shoot up of course they shoot up the black gang leader, but they shot him in the bathroom, and it was some random dude.
I think some of the...
See?
No, I think...
You think it's going to be infighting?
I think there's going to be infighting. I think some of the gangs are going to stay alive, because I do think this was so successful. I think they're going to do a season 2.
But don't you... So what I thought, because in some way, shape, or form, Oz has to be the one in the end that's running everything.
No, I think he'll run some stuff by the end of season 1. I think they're going to leave it open for season 2.
Okay. Maybe I'm being very ambitious by saying he's going to round up the gang leaders or start sitting. I thought, he'd have a new...
That's it. I don't think so.
Well, yeah. Thank you for any other qualms with my theories? I watched the finale. And I felt, okay, let's start at the top. I thought, his mama didn't know. I thought Frances did not know that Oz had done that to his brothers. She did the whole time. And she was gonna drive that baby down the river with Rex Calabrese and was it the right answer? Probably not. I don't know. That baby needed some real help. Oz needed real help. But Rex was about to go and put that child. So yeah, that shook me. I was shook. So it's like they're both lying to each other. He got it from he kind of got it from his mama, but how do you tell a child that? So of course, as we all knew, Sofia was gonna use that between Oz and his mama and cause them both pain. She was sitting there like she had front row seats. She was eating it up, but she let that get in the way of the true goal, which is putting Oz down. He gets away. And okay, so I knew Victor was gonna be betrayed. I knew it. I knew in some way, shape, or form. But honestly, to goodness, I thought Sofia and Victor were gonna trade places. I thought Sofia was gonna get taken out. I thought Victor was gonna go away for something. I don't know what it would be, but something, like maybe, You know, Oz goes and snitches and calls the cops and rounds people up, and he pretends like he doesn't know Victor so he can push him away, you know, keep him out of the business. I don't know. Keep him from getting into more trouble. I thought maybe Oz would be like, yeah, you know, kid, maybe this life isn't for you, but I don't want to kill you. That's like the gushy, mushy side of me. That was what I was hoping. But no, Frances, honestly, I got it on the nose with Sofia and Frances, but it was worse than what I thought. They both are living in their own personal hells at the end of this episode. Frances dies, but she didn't want to go out like that. And then my girl ends up right back in Arkham. And literally in the preview says it's a fate worse than death for her. Both of them experience a fate worse than death. So yeah, that's where I kind of fell off. I didn't know he was gonna go that far, but it is so dangerous being near this man, even being related to this man. You end up in the dirt. And Vic did not deserve that. He is so... This man can't comprehend that love can make you stronger. Love can be a good thing. You don't have to kill the things you love. He has... It all plays in so well that all of Batman's villains have some form of... They have an illness. They do. They all have some derangement. And yeah, Oz's is that man needs a lot of attention from his mama specifically, but also in order to stay at the top, he can't be close to anyone. He won't allow himself any attachment. So I love that because it tells you where he stands with Eve. I hope I got her name right. It tells you where he stands with his partner, his girl. He don't really love her. She's just playing a role. She's feeling a need where he can't find it with his mama. Yeah, and I feel like she's done that before. She got into that a little too smooth. But she played the game, and the bad guy, he won. So now she's doing what she got to do to survive, because now this man has a lot of power. And hey, I was right. I was right about the gang leaders being taken out. Oz did make that happen with Vic's help. But Oz made that happen. So now we got a whole new power vacuum that's going to start filling up. It's going to be chaos. Oh my God. My heart broke. My heart broke watching him do that to Vic. Broke. I was like, no, Oz, no. The moment he put his hand on him, I started getting uncomfortable in my chest. Justice for Vic. And it's just such a tragic character, because we got to literally, and that's life, we got to literally learn about Vic, get attached to Vic, root for him. Like, he is growing. He is becoming a leader. We are watching Oz create leaders just for him to leave him in the dirt. His death was just delayed. Damn. Should have stayed in his lane. Shit. God. I love him. I hate he's gone. I need Batman to just beat Penguin's ass. For real. Put him in the dirt. I was all down with Penguin's. I was cool with Penguin, being like the underdog. He's out here, running under all these rich people's feet, just taking them for all his worth, until he goes and he takes out the little guys with him. Then I'm like, oh, okay, so we're back. Yeah, we ain't sending a message. This is just about it. We just selfish. We really are monsters. Batman is definitely gonna be around now. Penguin's on Batman's radar. It's gonna be great. Excited to see that. And we're gonna see more I'm really happy Robert Pattinson is really pushing the Batman. I'm excited. I've really liked this Batman, and this show did such a good setup. DC, please keep doing this. This is what you need. This is what you need to do. Well, I hope I didn't completely miss the mark. If you'd like to see more series reviews, go ahead and leave some comments about what you'd like me to watch next down below. I'm currently watching Fallout. Yes, I'm behind, but I'd still like to add my 2 cents at the end of the day. You can follow me on all of my socials here, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Your favorite Mobo is out.